Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd share a fairly simple card that I made with you using the Gerda Steiner Bats stamp and die coordinating set. First off, I'm just using some post-it tape and masking it off into a stripe on an angle. This is where I'm going to be doing my distress oxide panel. I'm using 3 oxide colours, bright persimmon, wilted violet and blueprint sketch. And I'm just kind of dabbing them on in patches and blending them until I'm happy with the overall look. The right persimmon, it's a fairly bright colour, so I decided to sort of tap it off to the side a bit so that I could pick up the ink as I needed it. I just kept blending and blending the colours. Once I was happy with how they looked, I grabbed the regular distress ink in black soot and went around the edges of the panel. Once the black soot ink was done, I went back in and added some more of the distress oxide colours in just to make it that little bit more vibrant again. Then I used my water spritz bottle and sprayed water onto the ink and dried it off with a piece of paper towel. It leaves this cool mottled effect which I just love from the distress inks. Then it was time to remove the post-it tape and reveal my little masked panel. I was left with a little bit of sticky residue and a couple of inky marks, so I just used a mono sand eraser and rubbed that all off. It's such a handy eraser to get rid of any of them little marks or smudges that you have. And there we have the base of the front panel done. For this card I'm using the Gerda Steiner stamp set Bats. It also comes with coordinating dies which we'll be using later on in the card. I've chosen to use the cute little spider image. I think he's just adorable. If you asked me that same question though about live spiders, I would not give you the same answer because I hate them. I'm stamping the image using Memento tuxedo black ink just on some Copic Xpress paper. I'll be colouring my image with Copic markers, so this Memento ink's really good to use with any of your alcohol based markers. I love that with the Misti you can re-stamp your image if it hasn't quite stamped all on the first go. Makes it so much easier. And there he is. I'd aligned the coordinating die onto the coloured stamped image, I used just a little bit of post-it tape to hold it in place so it didn't move while running it through the machine. Going to pop him out, and then voila! Here we have our cute little die-cut Spidey ready for the card. Now I'm going to add a sentiment to the card. So glad we met on the web. I think it suits so perfectly with that little spider image. It's a great sentiment for any of those crafty friends that you've met online. I've placed it in my Misti so that I can easily pick it up and re-stamp it if I need to. It's a good way to get it straight as well by lining it up on your Misti grid. I inked it up with some Memento tuxedo black ink and then stamped it down. It stamped well the first time, so I didn't need to go back and re-ink it again. Now I'm going to use the little cobweb stamp and the coordinating die. I'm going to stamp that 4 times and die cut it. Once I've done that, I got some foam tape and I'm going to add a double layer of foam tape just in the corner pieces of the cobwebs so that it lifts it up off the front panel. I had to cut the foam sort of into little tiny squares, so just bear with me while I stick all these on. Now that the foam's all stuck on, I'm going to place all 4 pieces of the cobweb on the front panel so that they all join together. This creates a full cobweb ready for the little spider to jump onto. I just moved them around a little bit until I was happy with the position. Now it's time to add the little Spidey onto his new home. I'm just using a double layer of foam tape again and sticking him right in the centre of the cobweb. And there he is. Now I'm just going to use some double-sided tape to adhere the front panel of the card onto a mat of black cardstock. Once that was all done, I used some double-sided tape again and stuck the full panel down onto the front of my card base. To finish off the card, I'm going to use these pretty black gems from Uniquely Creative and just position a few around on the front of the card. I like to sort of place them in bunches of 3. Just works for me that way. And then a little single one here and there. I think these just finish the card off nicely. And there you have it, the full card all done. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching.